Welcome back to Make Way for Cat. We are going into case number 2 in Darkside Detective, and it's Tome alone. Julie suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Okay, what's the case, Julie? Fill me in. Case? No, I've some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex next thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Come on now, Detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. Statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library. It was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Oh right, that clears that up. Plaque. This is a library. What a helpful plaque. Okay, I'm going. Silence? Fines? For being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can't we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Julie, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm. And you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? A silence. Shh. Flickering lights. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. This is your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. Got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fines. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Skylight? October. Oh, is that her face? Taped over? That's funny. Okay. Computer seems to be broken. Not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Office supplies? Never know when I'll need to cut something in half. Awesome. Photocopier? Can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. That's weird. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Button, okay. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Lobby. Sit in here. Looks like Dooley has crazy hair. Yeah. An old elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Okay. Sci-fi and fantasy. Yep. And the children's section. The chessboard's moving. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking draught pieces, though. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of a Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out that they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. Metal strip. Sci-fi books. Doctor Whom. Through grammar and structure. Oh. Library of Books. Dragon Ageism. The Witcher. Tales of an Indecisive Adventurer. Library card. Okay. And we are going to the kids section. Excuse me? What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's... nothing. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. You master. I loved those as a kid. I'll take this and see if I can find a use. Vent. There's a cold draft coming from this vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails though, thinking they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. I think we need to get up to the vent. I think the dinosaur was moved over to get to the vent. But I don't think there's anything we can do. Scissors, button, metal strip. Library card. Smug-faced Paul Conway. Thin sheets of foil. Button from an old coat. Okay. Check out the other floors. Reading room. Hobby. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Roxa. Hello, my name's Roxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Oh, sure, yeah, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people? Fair point. Nothing contraband in this pile. A wish? You know what I mean. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. Thing on the floor. Microfilm room. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. Password? Probably but. It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Okay, so we need to read the microfilm. Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? Oh, Viewmaster? The film is too big. It's a square peg, round hole situation. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Well, it fits. Let's look What I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. It's great. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were ritual, meant to show us dead that walk among us. I remember this case. What the? Hello. Who are you and how did you get here? I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. The Harry Potter reference, I love it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I, don't rightly know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt, that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. Okay. Yeats' secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro? Yeah, we're cool. Oh. There's Yeats. WB Yeats. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one? Another? Ah, another spirit, yes. Then with your question, you have answered my own. Ah? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. You mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on the matter I shall say no more. Not until the beast is gone. But I just wanted... Not a word more, sir. Not a word more. Interesting. Gale, are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but not like yon toffs with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With the right gear I could. I need a new button, mind. What's all this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I can, but won't do nothing. Needs to be conductive to make circuit work. Metal strip-on button? Conductive. This is ridiculous. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Looks like it'll do job. Gives a few minutes to pop it in place. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags and his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works, this guy. Jeez. He looks like he's jumping. You'd jump too if somebody shoved a pole up your behind. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Pots and brushes. We can't have kids painting over the books. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Okay, let's check the elevator. Come on. Thanks for fixing the elevator, gal. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. Horror. Yes, great. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. Collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur if you ever catch one. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum. Brain joke. And MMO Accountancy. Be the fictional banker you always knew you were. Edgar Allan Poe! Hey! You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. H.P. Lovecraft. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. Conjure. Conjure. Holy cow. You play uncommon cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror, at best spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah, you're an infuriating man. I love it. This is strange. It looks like the books are organized alphabetically by title, but books in fiction are actually arranged by author's last name alphabetically. Just, you know. So we're missing H.P. Lovecraft's book. You looking bookshelf? I have glue and an old library card. Atmospheric fire hazard. Yeah, that's right. Let's go down to here. Now we can see her. I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's the story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them. Let's call that Plan B. Oh, that's why it's moving. We got Pratchett and Adams. Oh, hey, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. I read your detective books wonderfully over the top. Okay, so they're not going to talk at all. Here? No, okay. Can I have the internet? Give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. What's that you're reading? Skylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with the reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night, and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? Sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. Alright, so she likes the reverse vampire. I think that was the third. I need to figure out the password. Why are you wearing a Viewmaster, detective? Oh, it's part of the game I'm playing. The game also involves me pretending to talk to invisible people. No need for further questions. Everything has been answered satisfactorily. Goodbye. May need it, okay. Hmm. Okay, I'm kind of clueless. Blue and a library card. I know there's something at the vent here. Take a look at our... Uh... Yeah, I thought there was going to be, like, case notes or something. I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the mostest dreadfulest books ever written. That... I think we need to get her password. Oh, here we go. I met your friend Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround? Please? Just stay here and don't do anything. Okay, so we still need the password. Again I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. Okay. DIY girl is gone. Back up to horror. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blighton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it, so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current Zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. He is being such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. Or part the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Atheistic? Atheistic. Right, I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care how much you started it. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait, right here. And not a peep. Okay, so Blighton. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow wouldn't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. Seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? It is not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. It's gotta be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. I'm thinking the book that she's reading downstairs. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. Yeah. You need a library card to borrow books. Is she... Okay, I have a library card. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh, good. But not this one. It's not yours. That's not even your face on it. Yeah. Yes, but I really need a picture of myself. Beautiful. Back in kindergarten art class. He's convincing fake ID. It's great. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. Well then, here you go, Paul. Paul, my name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card, Paul. Paul. Trashy novel. Okay. Is that really, I don't know, a banana? Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it? Most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone. But now what? I guess I could tie up some of the other ghosts' loose ends. We can get that book back, right? I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Lovecraft novel. Anyway, you ruined the kid's illusion, Detective. Okay. Things that rend indescribably. Sounds about right. I guess we're going back to the reading. Okay, this is the same thing. Still don't know the password? Alright, maybe if I give this book to the librarian. Okay. No, one's enough. Leave me alone. Okay. Alright, we're already running late on this episode, so we'll call it here, and I'll come back, and we'll finish this case up. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.